2017, Libby Caswell was found dead in a motel room in Independence, Missouri.
We have a term called JDLR, which means just don't look right.
On season 2 of my podcast, What Happened To, I take a closer look at Libby Caswell's life and death.
Libby's case keeps me awake at night.
What happened to her is unknown. That's something that I need to know.
Listen to What Happened to Libby Caswell on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Peretti. Do you feel chronic existential dread but love talking about delicious snacks? Call me. My podcast is relaunching. Do you fear wild, dangerous animals to the point where you're constantly watching attack videos and reading articles about wild animal attack survivors or those who succumb to attack? Call in. We can also discuss reality shows and emergency room footage. Listen to Call Chelsea Peretti on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hi, I'm Daniel Tosh, host of a new podcast called Tosh Show. I'll be interviewing people that I find interesting, so not celebrities, and certainly not comedians. We'll be covering topics like religion, travel, sports, gambling, but mostly it will be about being a working mother. If you're looking for a podcast that will educate and inspire, or one that will really make you think, this isn't the one for you. Listen to Tosh Show on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcast, or wherever you get your podcasts.
My name is Payne Lindsay. Throughout my career, I've had the chance to travel all over the place, investigating true crimes, researching the unexplained, and I've been able to meet some of the most truly interesting people. And I've decided to sit down with them and pick their brains. We're going to talk about life, death, unsolved crimes, the supernatural.
There's something here, truly something going on.
And honestly, just whatever the hell is on our minds.
Wait a minute, you should be very happy.
You won? This is Talking to Death. New episodes of Talking to Death are available now. Listen on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Today's show is pre-recorded.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all dressed like $1 million bucks, things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Why don't you join? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join me. Come with me, help me say. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Turn them out, Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on to the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on, do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Today, I want to just share something with you along your way to wherever it is you're trying to get to. You know, everybody has a different definition for success, and I'm not here to tell you what yours should be. I mean, please pursue whatever you think success is. Aim as high as you can, though. That's for sure. My father used to say all the time, I'm sure you all have heard it in different variations, but he used to always say, aim for the moon, just in case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. just say that to me all the time. So that always was in me to aim high. Now, he wasn't saying aim with the intent to miss. He was just saying aim. In case you miss, you'll still be amongst the stars. If you aim for the moon. But if you just aim for that first floor window and you miss it, you know, you usually run into some type of wall and nothing happens. You slither down. You know, in my book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, I told people that men love three ways. They profess, they provide, they protect. And that's the core essence of a man's love. Well, there's some other P's in life, too. The number one thing you have to understand about trying to be successful, and I guess I'll call this the 4 P's. I may come up with 5 along the way. I don't know. I'm just talking as it's given to me, so I'm gonna start by saying that these are the 4 P's of success that you have to get ready for. Number 1 is pressure. A lot of it is applied by the circumstance of what you're trying to go for and what you're trying to do. But a lot of it also is self-imposed pressure. It's what you put on yourself to make it. It's a sense of urgency. It's a sense of necessity. But pressure is the first thing I want you to be ready for. And pressure comes in a lot of different forms, but it's going to be pressure. There's an old saying that pressure busts a pipe. See, that's why most people turn around, because of the pressure of trying to be successful. I want you to get it in your mind that it is going to be a pressurized situation on your rise to the top. Pressure. But understand that is what it is not going to change. That's it. Prepare yourself. Get ready for there to be pressure. The second thing I want you to understand is when you receive this pressure, you have to persist. You got to stay at it. You got to develop a doggedness. There's a song out. It says, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. That's a funny line in that song, because really I was thinking about it one day. I was humming it, and it occurred to me. It said, why must I feel like that? Why must I chase the cat? Nothing but the dog in me. And, you know, now you could take it in the literal sense that a cat chases the dog because it's in his spirit that cats and dogs are a lot of times enemies. Now, people have pets and have proven that if you show love on both sides, they can exist, and that happens too. But naturally, innately, when your cat goes by a dog and your dog don't recognize them, there's some barking going on. I'm talking about just walking through the neighborhood or something. So, but the reason that this dog is so persistent towards this cat is just because it's in him. It's innately in him. And what I'm saying to you, just using that as an analogy, is that you got to be persistent in that you got to develop some dog in you now, because pressure takes some fighting back. See, if you don't fight back against pressure, pressure busts a pipe. So what you think it'll do to you? Pressure crack walls. Pressure cause explosions. So if you don't fight back to hold it in, you understand, pressure does most people in. The simple thing called pressure. The weight of what it feels like to want to be successful every single day, over and over and over and over and over. It's just too much pressure. People crack. You got to persist. You have to persist. The thought of giving up can come, but you got to get it out. You got to persist. The next thing I want you to think about is another something that I've been thinking about for years and learned for years. It's called perseverance. To persist means to insist. The key word in persist is insist. you must insist that this is going to happen. Now, the persist, I'm assuming, means it's a proaction. It's some type of proaction that you go towards it to make it, persist. You got to be persistent. You got to be constantly at it. You're insisting that it happens. You got to be constantly at it. But the next thing I want you to remember is perseverance. Perseverance is important. Perseverance means that when you've done your best, when you've persisted, when you're fighting back against the pressure, perseverance simply means I'm going to hang in here. If a crack come in the pipe, I'm going to hang in there. If the pipe bust, I'm going to keep going. If I got to put duct tape, mud, whatever I got to put on this thing, man, I'm going to use perseverance. I'm going to stay with it no matter what. So we looking at the three things again. You got to understand that it's going to be pressure, that you're going to have to persist. Keyword in persist is insist. You have to insist that no matter what the pressure is, I'm going to stay with it. But then perseverance, if it goes wrong, man, you got to get in there and keep fighting. But then, Lord have mercy, nothing helps you handle the 3 P's better than the 4th P. You got to pray. You got to use prayer. You got to talk to God. You got to use faith. You got to have some conferences with him late at night, early in the morning, in the middle of the afternoon, when you're on the train, when you're driving. You got to talk to God, man. You got to get yourself some help along the way. Nothing is bigger than prayer. There is nothing bigger than prayer. Prayer will help you overcome the pressure. Prayer will help you stay persistent. And Lord have mercy, prayer will help you persevere. Them is the 4 P's. God gave that to me. I'm passing it on.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
One step at a time. That's how the biggest dreams are achieved. So if your dream is to study in the UK, make John Leggett College your next step. Here we're proud of our outstanding reputation for exceptional educational performance, with a wide range of academic and vocational courses and excellent links to the UK's top universities to get you where you want to be. Find out more at leggett.ac.uk. JLC, your place to be.
Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for us to acknowledge the fact that we don't have to be here, for us to acknowledge the fact that this is a blessing. It's called the present. It is a gift from God. That's why they call it the present. If you are presently living, if you are living in the present, that's why they call it the present, because it is a gift from God. Man, I'm here. I'm just glad. Got up this morning, cold plunge, just dealt with it. Man, we'll talk about that in a moment, because Junior's not here today, so I have something to discuss. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Harvey Morning Show, Shirley Strawberry, the resilient Carla Farrell, nephew Tommy, Mississippi Monica. We are here today. I want to talk to y'all just momentarily. First of all, good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I also would like to say, I haven't talked about it on the radio much, but with my radio family, we do it almost every day. It's called the Cold Plunge Report. And it's where I discuss the fact that I cold plunge every morning in 48-degree water for 6 minutes.
That's great.
I was talking to my old trainer, Lee Haney, and he said, stop doing that, soul brother. You know, Lee Haney, he real old school. Stop doing that, soul brother. That's not our method. That's a very true statement. It's not. It's not for everyone. But I will tell you this. It has been a game changer for me. But to wake up in the morning from your cozy bed and go and lower yourself down up to your neck in 48-degree to 50-degree water and sit in it for 6 minutes requires a discipline that I didn't really know I had. And I thank God for discipline.
Praise the Lord.
And you know, man, somebody asked me, man, what is your motivation for doing that? I said, well, the way I look and feel is the main motivation is for the health benefits. I say, but let me tell you something. It ain't got nothing to do with motivation sometimes. You know what cold plunging has taught me? That it is more important to be disciplined than it is to be motivated.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what it has taught me. Because your motivation can vary. You know, the motivation is why you do something. Like, you know, I want to be healthy. I want to feel better. I want to look better. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. But on days where you go, man, I don't give a damn how I look, and you go get in there anyway.
Where you take your mind for 6 minutes?
I listen to gospel music every morning. I listen to 2 songs. I listen to Blessed and Highly Favored by the Clark Sisters, which is exactly 5 minutes and 17 seconds.
Okay. Time that thing
and
out.
Then I know I got about 40 seconds left. And then other times, like this morning, I listened to We Are Conquerors by Kirk Franklin and the Family. And that boy that sang that song is one of my favorite male gospel boy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Boy, let me tell you something. That big boy in the family at Kirk Franklin.
He's a beast.
Think his name. What's his name?
All right, Steve.
That boy. Woo.
Coming up at 32 minutes after the hour, we'll hear from the nephew as he runs that prank back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for the nephew to run that prank back. What you got for us, nephew?
And this right here, this is truck driver exchange. Truck driver exchange. Let's go, Cat.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Franklin.
Yeah, this is Franklin.
Hey, Franklin, how you doing? This is Roosevelt giving you a call from Human Resources.
Human Resources? Hey, what's up, Roosevelt? What can I do for you?
All right, man. I'm calling you from Human Resources, Transit Partners, where you've been driving trucks for us for quite some time now. What are you 6.5 years right now?
Man, I'm 8.5 years. He's 2 years short, baby.
Okay, 8.5 years. How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. Enjoying this road life, man. I love working for you guys, man. The benefits is there.
I'm sure you're on the road right now. You're probably driving. I wanted to give you a call. And is this a bad time? Or can you talk right now?
Yeah, I actually pulled over, man. I had to get something to eat, man.
Okay. So listen, let me tell you what's going on here with GTP. What we're doing is we are doing some job exchange, and some of the drivers that we have been pulled out of a pool. And some of you guys are going to be actually driving in different places now. So for the next 6 months, within the next 30 days here, Franklin, you're going to be you're going to be driving trucks in South Africa, and you're going to be for about 6 months. You're going to drive in South Africa.
Hold on. Yeah, listen, I ain't got no problem with South Africa, but y'all rather smart. I'm not going to no South Africa. I don't even know how to drive on the right-hand side of the road, man. I love Africans. I love everything about Africa, but I'm not going. I got a family out here in the United States of America, and you trying to tell me I got to go to South Africa. Come on, man. What type of are you on, man?
Franklin, it's part of the job exchange is what it is, man.
I don't know what type of job exchange y'all got going on, man. I don't want to be part of that job exchange. No, I'm not going to no damn South Africa. This is not happening, man.
Listen to me, Franklin. 6 months and you'll be back in the States, okay? Let me say
what
this
type
to you,
of National Geographic program y'all got going on, man? I don't know what y'all got going on that y'all calling me. I'm in the middle of the parking lot trying to eat me a cheeseburger from being on the road all night, and you talking about sending me to South Africa. What type of are you on, man? This some foreign exchange program y'all got going on? I'm not being part of this. You pulled my name out of a pool like it was a susu to come tell me that I'm up to be driving in South Africa. This must be a joke. No.
I'm not. So this is a good thing though, Franklin. I think you're gonna like it. And
no, it's not a good thing. What are you telling me it's a good thing? I got wife and kids. What the are you talking about South Africa? Do they even have roadways out there? I'm not going to South Africa. Are you serious? I'm not hearing this correct, brother. I'm not hearing this correct, Mr. Roosevelt. South what?
Okay.
My kid plays baseball. And you telling me to go to South Africa? Are you serious?
Okay, listen, Franklin, hear me out here, man. Let me, like I said, they pull names out of a pool, and you and about 15 other guys are going to be going to different parts of the world.
What type of pool you pulled it in? You better put me back in the shallow part. You going to the deep end pulling? Man, get the there. I'm not going to South Africa. I am not going to South Africa. I'm not taking no malaria shots. I don't even got a passport. You want me to go to South Africa?
Well, listen to me, Franklin. We're going to get you all the shots you need within the next 30 days, so you'll be set to go. You know,
I'm not going to. I around go to South Africa, and Trump won't let me back in the country because of y'all. I'll quit right now. I'm not going to South Africa.
It's a job exchange, Franklin. Okay, let me say this.
What type of job exchange? So what are we exchanging? You bringing South Africans over here, and then you bringing me over there? Y'all, my wife is not going to be happy about this. I'm not going. My son plays baseball.
But can I tell you this, that your salary actually doubles the 6 months while you're over there?
Don't try to tell me about that. What, in South African dollars or American dollars? What is it?
It's don't try that.
It will
be American dollars, Franklin. Franklin, it will be American dollars.
I'm not going to no South Africa. I am not going. Matter of fact, this is my last day in the road. Y'all can come pick up this rig in the parking lot because I'm not going to South Africa. I don't care how you spell it or you say it. I ain't going.
Listen, you've been with the company 8+ years, and I just got to tell you, you are obligated. You've been chosen out of a pool. All you have to do is 6 months. You're going to get paid double. Your family's going to be fine. You'll be back here.
And I ain't obligated to do but drive a truck like I do every day. I'm not going. Let me tell you what I'm obligated to do. I'm obligated to throw this truck in fourth gear and drive right through your human resources window because I ain't going to South Africa, and I keep telling you that. I told you that since you got on the damn phone. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, but let me ask you something, Franklin. You've been here with us for 8-some years, man. You don't want to continue your job here with the company?
I don't give a about this job right now, trying to send me overseas like you're setting me up for something. I ain't going. Matter of fact, let me turn this truck on right now. I'm coming down to see you, Mr. Roosevelt.
Okay, hold on now. Do you know Jermaine?
Yeah, I know Rivers. But what do you got to do with it?
Okay, let me go on and say this, Franklin. This right here that you talking to is nephew Tommy. And your boy Rivers got me to prank phone call you. You just got pranked by your boy Jermaine Rivers.
Oh, that mother... Wait till I see Rivers. So you ain't no Roosevelt, and I ain't got to go to South Africa.
No.
Oh, my God. Oh, man. This nephew Tommy, man, I'll be listening to y'all on the road. Oh, Rivers, you want to play around? I'll want to put some sugar in your tank.
All right, Franklin, before we leave, man, tell me this. What is the baddest radio show in the land?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm done.
All right. Nephew.
You are.
Thank you. Coming up next, it is Ask the CLO. Our Chief Love Officer, Steve Harvey, is in the building.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, our girl Carla is here with today's music news. Guess what? The Grammy nominations are out, Carla, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We'll talk about it. Plus, the inductees for the class of 2023 Toy Hall of Fame have been announced. And Kirk Franklin is mad, Steve. He's mad at his driver, Tommy, for giving him a step stool. We'll talk about all these stories.
You got to get in there, Kirk.
Of the hour.
You got to get in there.
Right now, it is time to Ask the CLO. All right, this one's from Donnell in Patterson. Donnell says, I borrowed money from my cousin, and I didn't know she was going to tell her boyfriend. I saw them out, and he tried to embarrass me for borrowing money. I paid her all the money right then, and I cursed her out for telling him. If they're not married, why would she share my business with this man?
I mean, I don't know why she would share it, but that's running him out. But you know what? People who do that kill me, you know. Every time I turn around, I got to help her. You know, I don't like people like that. That's one of the reasons why I don't go nobody to ask nobody for nothing, because I don't want you talking about no, yeah, oh, here he come again. You know, but people who do stuff for you and their reward is to brag about it, then that becomes their reward. When in essence, what God says do is, if you help these, even the least of these, so have you done unto me, then he will reward you 10 times. And I would rather get the godly reward than the people's reward. But some people like to give you money and brag that they did it so they can, show off. You did the right thing by flexing on them, giving them all their money right back. But,
But he cursed her out. He gave her the money, cursed her out.
Yeah. But don't, you've learned now. Don't go back that way. You find out who people are when you get in a hole. And you
gotta ask somebody.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta ask
for sure.
Sometimes
that's when you
the lesson is for you. Now you know. Get in that hole, don't go to that person right there, because they're not going to climb down in it with you.
Moving on to Bianca in Norfolk. Bianca says, I heard rumors that my boyfriend had a threesome with 2 girls he works with. When I saw these girls, I went to the doctor to get a checkup because they looked rough. Why do men downgrade when they cheat? Does cleanliness even matter? Whoa.
Ugh.
Whoa.
What?
Well, let's go over a couple of things. First of all, you're going off of a rumor. That's a rumor. You said you don't even have the facts, so you're operating on a rumor. Secondly, they look rough to you. Maybe, if it were true, maybe he was looking for rough.
You could send us a picture, though. We'll let you know if they're rough or not.
Sometimes you want to put them on the wall, and sometimes you want to get put on the wall. So now you got to go with rough. Got to go get some little strong ass looking girl, Large glutes. Heavy.
Large glutes? That's what we're calling BBLs now?
Yeah. Thick toed. Yeah. Man, I saw a lady. I was in a restaurant the other night with my son. Man, a lady came in that restaurant and went up some steps that had a BBL. And man, she had put too much on. She had put too much on. No one looks like that. No one. No one. I've been around women my whole life, and I am an admirer of women. Now, here's the rule of BBLs, and I didn't make this up. I heard somebody say this, and I think it's true. If you're going to get a BBL, they have to match your thighs.
Yeah.
So what you mean?
Because big BBL.
It has to be coordinated to your thigh.
Okay.
See, the key is you can't look. Have you ever seen them lollipop? You can't look like a lollipop. You can't look like
But they coordinate the BBLs
that one little stick stuck up under that ball.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
So
your butt can't come off like it's coming off that stick at the bottom of a sucker.
The ratio is off. The ratio.
It's off.
But they coordinate the BBLs to their waistlines, not their legs. And that's the issue you're saying. Because, they have the tiny, tiny waist and then the big butts.
Big old booty.
Yeah, well,
Come
listen
on, Carla.
Big old booty.
Yeah, you can have too much. And I just seen too much.
Okay. All right. I've never heard that before.
I'm not against
from
it.
a man.
I'm not against it. But yeah, no. I'm telling you right now, you can do too much. You can do too much to where you look crazy.
Okay. And coordinated with your legs, not your waistline.
Damn your waistline.
All right.
You can't look like a toothpick stuck in an olive. You can't look like nothing on an hors d'oeuvre tray. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? That's what you can't look like.
Okay.
It has got to match your thighs.
All right. Moving on to Selena in Maywood. I was standing in my driveway talking to my neighbor's husband when she got home from work. He skirted on across the yard as she got out of the car. She asked him what me and him had to chat about. I told my husband about it, and he said I should go over and clear the air. Was I wrong for talking to him?
Well, no, you weren't wrong for talking to him, but she's jealous, envious, suspicious. And your husband, hey, look, man, so we can have a cool thing, just Hey, I went and told my husband, you asked what it was, and I just want you to know we weren't talking about anything. But the husband looked a little bit suspicious. See,
Probably
here the deal.
scared. Uh-huh.
The husband saw the wife pull up. Mm-hmm. He knew what was on his mind. See, what was on his mind talking to the neighbor and his body position, he might have thought his wife would recognize that in him. And he tried to scoot on over there, open her car door right quick. Well, what you and her over there talking about?
Yeah.
Because for him to run over there automatically.
Okay.
Now, what he should have did was, okay, let's say his wife named Debbie. Let's say his wife named Debbie.
Okay.
So Debbie pulled up and got it. Debbie, come here. Come here, Debbie. Debbie, come here. Tell her what you just said. And then, in a conversation.
Bring her into the conversation.
Here talking about, her and Miles, her husband, her and Miles was talking about having this thing, and I was letting them know the way we do it over here, and brought her into the conversation. But when you try to run over there so she can't talk to the neighbor, thus the suspicion.
Right.
Okay.
You got to get slicker than this, fella.
Drop the knowledge, CLO. Yes.
Lord have mercy, the things I've had tonight.
You've had a life.
So you was in the driveway, you ran across.
Ooh, you've had a life.
Only good thing is I ain't never had no fine neighbor, so ever. I've never had a fine neighbor, ever.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we'll have some entertainment news for you right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In 2017, Libby Caswell was found dead in a motel room in Independence, Missouri.
We have a term called JDLR, which means just don't look right.
My name is Melissa Jeltsin. I've spent the last year talking to Libby's friends and family, uncovering details of her life and the secrets that may have endangered it.
I knew she was doing something, but she just wouldn't admit it to me at first.
Join me on a journey to uncover what really happened to Libby Caswell.
Everyone deserves to know the truth, and if there was something that was not right, then someone should be held accountable.
I think the law is set up to punish families in this situation.
Libby's case stands out in my mind and keeps me awake at night.
What happened to her is unknown. It's something that I need to know.
Listen to What Happened to Libby Caswell on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Peretti. Do you feel chronic existential dread but love talking about delicious snacks? Call me. My podcast is relaunching. Subscribe and treat yourself to sound effects like this and this.
Have you ever been attacked by a bear?
Yeah.
Yes! And moments like this.
I happened to fall asleep in front of a space heater.
No.
And my whole leg, from my knee down to my foot, burnt until it swelled into a big bubble.
And this.
Kale chips are delicious.
They're too oily when I get them.
They shouldn't be soft at all. They should be really crispy.
That's what I said every single time.
You are yelling at me.
And this.
Do you want to go to the Clippers game with me tonight?
Do you have 25 references of mutual friends that can tell me that you're not a murderer?
And this.
Hold on, I gotta open some peanut butter pretzels.
Listen to Call Chelsea Peretti on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, Steve, new affiliate alert. Please welcome, Steve. WYET-FM in South Bend, Indiana, the New Mix 102.3, Michiana's home for R&B and old school. Yes.
All right. Well,
WYET-FM.
Oh, yeah. Why yet?
Yeah.
Why yet? Why yet y'all just not getting us?
Welcome.
Why yet y'all just not getting us?
Yes.
But what up, Wyatt? Up in the Yeti, baby. Going down up in the Yeti. Y'all don't even know. Yo, buckle up. Fasten your seatbelts. Y'all ride to work in the morning. This morning drive show the best ever.
Yeah.
Take me from Texas all the way to that city.
Okay, where's Wyatt?
It's in South Bend, Indiana.
South Bend, Indiana.
Oh, South Bend, Indiana. From Texas.
Yeah, let's roll.
Wyatt, Indiana. Now, what you're going to have to do is you're going to probably have to get up by 80. So 80 going to come cross. 80 is the turnpike that go into Indiana. But if I was coming out of Texas, I would probably swing up Texarkana on 30. Take that on round by through Pine Bluff till it run up through Little Rock. And then get on 40, come down 40 east. Now, as soon as I'm coming down 40 east, I would probably, it ain't going to go long because you can you can cut through St. Louis on 55 and then come across, or you can you can take the long way round and take that 40 all the way down to 65, and 65 north will take you right on up to 70. And you can cut across on 70, and then 70, there's one route up, and you'll be on 80 right there.
You better GPS up in here. Come
All
on.
right,
now.
we're on our way.
Brain, boy.
Everybody get in the car with Steve.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, man.
He needs to do
Years of
GPS
highway
voices.
driving.
Yes.
So welcome to the
it's
family.
It's a little entanglement, though, when you come out of Pine Bluff up into Little Rock. It's a little bit of entanglement, Jada Pinkett type thing.
Jada Pinkett,
You're going to take the big road or the little boy. Big boy, little boy.
The choice is yours. Crazy.
All right. We certainly welcome WYET FM in South Bend, Indiana. And it is time now for Carla's music news. Carla, let's get it. What's happening with these Grammy nominations?
All right, Shirley, here we go. Grammy nominations are out. SZA leads with 9 nominations, and newcomer Victoria Monet has 7 nominations. Record of the year, On My Mama. I'll put that on my mama. I look good. I look fly. That's my song right there. Also, Kill Bill by SZA. That's a fire joint. Album of the year, Taylor Swift, Janelle Monáe, John Baptiste. Best new artist, Coco Jones, Victoria Monet. She is going to have a big night, Victoria Monet. Best rap album, your boy Steve Drake, Drizzy Drake. Travis Scott, Metro Boomin. Best Gospel, Kirk Franklin nominations, Erica Campbell, Tasha Carb Leonard, Ty Tribbett, Maverick City. So that's a good
yeah.
All right, the Grammys will take place on Sunday, February 3rd, 2024 in LA. That's it.
All right. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. Well, speaking of Kirk Franklin, you mentioned him, Carla.
I have one other piece of music news. Yet another sad year that I have not been nominated for a Grammy. I just wanted to put that out.
You are Roscoe.
I am Roscoe.
Okay. I just got checked.
Pull the curtain back.
Oh, surprise. Really, Steve?
Surprise.
Y'all know how this works.
All right, but you mentioned Kirk Franklin, Carla. Have you all seen the video of Kirk getting upset with his new driver because his new driver put a step stool in front of the back passenger door? He was just trying to help Kirk get in his car, get in his SUV. Kirk was not too happy about it, and he was trying to get, just keep it together, not go off on the guy because he knows Jesus.
That's what Kirk said. I know Jesus.
Kirk says. Yeah, I know Jesus. That's when Kirk tells the driver to move the stool out of the way. Kirk tried to jump up and get in the SUV, but he slid right back out. But he did make it. He did make it now on the second attempt.
See, if you need 2 tries to get up in your truck, you need that damn step stool, dog. Now the new driver saw that. So, Tommy, how does
you're not finna do it. You're not
today.
That's your go-to reference.
I ain't had the long jump into no truck, so stop that. That's correct.
No, he jumped in. He hopped up. He hopped up and then he slid out.
He slid right on back out of there. You gotta hurt when you jump. You got to have that dough in your hand and sling that with you.
I told you.
That's a lot.
Mr. Kirk. Now, Mr. Kirk, before you mess around, hurt yourself. without trying to do it. Bring the step stool so you don't keep doing what you're doing. Cause
the step stool.
Oh, the step stool. The award show or something.
I'm
so
looking
you go
at
to the award show or something, then you jump up in that chair and you slide down there. People gonna hear you on the MZT show. See,
TMZ? Why are you talking like that? He didn't sound like that.
That's what the driver sounds like. All right.
I'm the old ass driver. Really hired me because my experience. I've been driving celebrity people for over 44 years now.
Coming up in 20 minutes after the hour, Black Republican Senator Tim Scott drops out of the GOP presidential race.
I knew that. Hey, Shirley. I used to drive James Cleveland.
Oh, did you now? Did you?
Yeah,
did you?
Good day.
Now you driving Kirk.
Tim Scott is out. We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In trending political news, Republican South Carolina Senator Tim Scott, who had hoped to become the first African-American to secure the Republican nomination, is dropping out of the 2024 presidential race. Tim Scott's decision to end his campaign came as a surprise to his campaign staffers, who only fought out after watching his interview on Fox TV. He only found out on TV? Yeah, they found out. Yeah, they found out on Fox.
That's the Republican way.
You didn't tell your staff.
That's how they do it. Yeah, wow. That's how they do. Republicans don't have no meeting with people. They go on Fox and tell it.
Okay, yeah. Well, voters had questions about Scott's marital status after he refused to reveal his girlfriend's identity, leading some to question whether he had a girlfriend at all. Well, Tim Scott ended the mystery after last week's GOP debate in Miami when he introduced his girlfriend on stage. All right, that's how you do it, Senator Scott. She was a white woman named Mindy Nose.
Where'd she come from? And a white girl named Mindy. Come on now.
According to,
Dog.
Yep.
Ta-da. Here she is.
You wanna see her? Here she
wanna
go.
meet her?
Right here.
And I'm dropping out the race. Boy, stop. And you know what it is, man, because they was questioning his sexuality.
Yes,
That's
of course.
the reality of it. They can stop that.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
That's all it is, man.
Sure.
Stop dancing around the issue. They were questioning his sexuality. And in the Republican Party, there is no way they can let that walk with their hypocritical self. They are hypocrites over there, so they got to act like they ain't gonna do it. Now we you know, that's just. Oh, I'm glad I didn't say that. But that's what it is.
When you censor yourself.
I had one that was fitting to come out that was not going to be radioable.
I believe it.
But I caught myself.
Yeah.
But that's what's happening with the brother. I don't know how he thought he was going to be president any damn way.
Why do you always say that? You didn't think he had a chance? Well, his numbers were low in the polls, though.
You think Republicans, are y'all crazy? Do y'all really think Republicans in this country will nominate a black person? Are you kidding me? Do you all know the real Republicans in this country? You think they will nominate a black person?
Are they still mad
Grand
about
old
Obama?
party.
They're still mad about Obama.
Do you know who they really are? I do. You can forget that. Tim Scott, Richard Steele, or whatever that guy's name was.
Michael. Yeah, Richard.
Where is the slave? Where is Herschel at?
Yeah.
We ain't heard from Herschel.
Once you can't do what they want you to do, they through with you. He ain't even in Georgia no more. That little fake house they bought, they took his stupid ass and put him right on back in Texas.
Coming up in 34 minutes after the hour, it is time to play Who on the Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, it is time to play Who on the Show. You know, this is where I ask a series of questions and your answer will be someone on the show. So are you guys ready?
Yes.
Here we go.
All right.
Who on the show is most likely to eat with their mouth open? Steve.
Wide open.
Who on the show is most likely to spend all their money?
What are you looking over here for?
Just don't splatter.
I put some extra food on the fork, and now I can't close my mouth. Let me eat some of it down, and then I close my mouth. I close to swallow.
Okay. All right.
That's one time you got to close your mouth. You try to swallow with your mouth open. Watch this here.
You're going to kill yourself.
Yeah, you're going to die. Right there at the table.
Try to swallow with your mouth open.
You can't do it.
Can't do it, can you? See, that's little stuff I know technically. Because
that's why you chew with your mouth open.
Oh, you've tried to do it before.
Yeah, that way I can't swallow yet. Too early.
All right, who on the show is most likely to spend all their money on something stupid?
Shirley.
We all know the answer to that. That's Tommy. That's Tommy. That's Tommy.
Spend all my money on something stupid?
Stupid.
Man, you're crazy.
Well, it's not me.
That Maserati?
Oh.
You don't remember that?
Good point, Steve. We forgot about that.
I did. Houston, it stopped at me on the light on West Ham. I said, this is it right here.
You left it there?
These people pass by. Who nephew time to take pictures and stuff, man? I'm just waiting on the record.
I told you not to buy that car.
All right, who on the show is most likely to use curse words in a sentence?
We already know who that is. I mean, that's
it's either me or Carla.
I don't want to be in that one.
Yeah, I know you don't want to be in that one, but I'm gonna spread some of this around her. It's gonna be either me or Carla. Carla gonna let you have it though.
Yes.
Who on the show is most likely to be a gambler?
Steve.
Yeah, what is how you gonna win unless you take a chance?
And when you sit there with him, don't do what he do. Don't do that to yourself.
No, I have done that. No, you were right.
I've done that.
Yes.
Who on the show is most likely to end a relationship after a week?
Monica. Monica kick rock.
There's going to be something about him she does not like. That's right.
Yeah.
All right. Who on the show is most likely to smoke weed? Wow.
Well, I don't. I ain't never smoked weed, but who do need to smoke weed is Shirley.
You don't want to see me ever high.
Smoky. You need to get yourself a prescription of
that'll teach you to cook something. You'll start cooking then.
Because you're a little hungry ass. I'm gonna go
That's why they have rice. Thank you.
Shirley, you can go down there and get a medical card because you take them big eyes down there telling you got glaucoma. As soon as they see your eyes, they gonna give you some weed.
Give a prescription.
Who on the show?
Take your glass off and go. I got glaucoma. Can I get? Yes, ma'am.
Who on the show is most likely to become a stripper?
Tommy.
No.
Tommy.
I put my hand up. Cinnamon.
Carla, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Tommy do it because he think he cute.
Yes, he will.
I mean, if they making it rain the right way, yeah. I'll go.
Okay. Who on the show is most likely to have sex at work?
Everybody on here.
Yeah.
Wow. I know good in hell well. That's Tommy.
Wherever the spirit
all over it.
Well, that's Tommy.
Wherever the spirit
he ain't got no limit.
All right. Who on the show? Wow. Who on the show is most likely to name their own privates?
Oh, both of us.
You and Steve?
Carla got her hand up.
Monica got hers up.
And Monica.
Wow, look at the time. That's who on the show for today.
If you had to name it?
American Express membership has its privileges.
Monica, the name
Garfield. Yeah. All right. Coming up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today, and the subject is, he doesn't do it right. Okay.
Well, fix it.
Yeah. He needs some help.
He needs to fix it.
Yeah, he needs some help.
Well, do we know he's not doing it right? Most people that don't do it right don't know they're not doing it right. I'm telling you.
Yeah, they think they're doing it right.
From what I've heard. I'm sorry.
They think they're putting it down. You're right.
Because you were talking like you were experienced, but it was just what you heard.
This is what I heard. I had read it a couple of places.
You read an article?
I read a lot. When I'm on the plane, I read a lot.
It's a lot. Mm-hmm. All right, we'll find out what that Strawberry Letter is all about in just a few, because right now, the nephew is here. You hear him with today's prank phone call. Nephew, who are you pranking today? What is this one all about? Please.
Well, before we do this, Shirley, let me say this right here. I don't know what's going on in Virginia Beach. I have no earthly idea. I added a show. Y'all heard me yesterday that I added a show for 2:30 on Saturday. I added a show. I don't know why 300 people had already ran up there and got them tickets. I don't know what. Now it ain't but about 30 tickets. What are y'all doing? Oh my God!
What is happening? What is happening?
Oh my God! Am I a big thing? I don't think so.
Stop.
But I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful. I'm humble. Y'all, you're spending your money to come see your boy. I'm not going to let you down, Virginia Beach. I am there, baby, Friday and Saturday. 2 on Friday, 3 on Saturday. The nephew is coming through Virginia Beach. Laying in the cut, Tommy T's. That's December 8, 9, 10. That's in Oakland, California. And then I keep talking about it. Tacoma, Washington, because I've never been there. December 15th through the 17th. Nate Jackson, Super Funny Comedy Club. All right, the fool is coming to town. Now, right now, this prank right here is your son and my daughter. Your son and my daughter. Okay. Oh, we're going to get to the bottom of it right now. Let's go, Keto.
Hello? Hello, I'm trying to reach Darren's father. Is this Darren's father? Yes, it's Darren Senior. Listen, I'm calling you. LaShonda is my daughter. She goes to college up there with your son. Uh-huh. And I'm getting, the word I got a few minutes ago was that the two of them that run off and then got married together. I don't know what make them run off and get married like that. Wait. Where'd you hear this from? I just got a phone call from one of the kids at the school saying that that this the girl that grew up with and grew up with all through grade school. She called and said LaShonda and Darren then ran off and got married together. And they say they done it yesterday or something. Wait. My son ain't. I talked to him about 3 days ago, and he ain't done nothing like that. I know. So they say they did it yesterday. I've been calling LaShonda and calling. Ain't nobody picking up, and I call the boy. They give me the boy phone number, and I call him, and ain't nobody picking up and answering nothing. It ain't like my baby girl do like nothing like this here. Well, it's not like my son to do nothing like that without talking to me first. So let me call down there and talk to Darren, and give me your number, and I'll call you back. I'm going down there to that school myself. I'm going to find both of them. Now, I'm going to call you to let you know this. Now, if I find out that my baby girl then ran off and got married because she done got pregnant, I promise you I'm going to do something to that boy of yours if he got my baby pregnant. You hear me? Wait a minute now. You're not going to do nothing to my son. Now, I understand about your daughter, but that's my son now. You're not going down and put your hands on my son. If he got my baby, that's my only baby I got. That's it. Well, I understand that's your only baby, but that's my only son. If you talking about going to put your hands on him, you're going to have a problem. If he got my baby pregnant, your son, Darren, I'm going to beat his I mean that. I mean it. What's your name again? What's your name? Dylan, my name. You hear me? It's my baby. What's your name? What's your name? Dylan. D-I-L-L-A. I know how to spell your damn name. Look here, Mr. Dillard. You're not going to put your hands on my son. Now, my baby pregnant, I am. And that's the only reason I can see her doing something like that, because I told her years and years and years, you don't make no baby. You don't make no baby and not be married. You don't do it. If she went off and got married, that means she tried to make it right. That's what she did. Mr. Dillon, listen to me now. I understand that's your daughter. Sorry if she's pregnant or whatever, but let me talk to my son before you go down there and try to do something crazy. Okay? Let me tell you something. Your son encouraged my baby girl into getting married and he got her pregnant. I know what's going on. I know what it is. My son ain't done nothing to your daughter. Let me call down there and talk to him before you talk
about going down there and putting your hands on somebody.
I told my baby, leave them little old thugs alone. He ain't nothing but a thug.
Whoa. Don't be accusing my son of being no damn thug now.
Well, what kind of man run off and get mad at the age of 20 and ain't talk to the parents or nobody? What make him do something like that?
Well, you talking about, I told you my son ain't done nothing to you.
Well, how did you raising him? How did you raise him? Evidently you didn't raise him right.
Wait a minute now. What the hell are you talking to?
I'm talking to you. If my baby pregnant, I'm going to beat your boy. If you down there, you going to get your toe out too.
Hold on, man. Hold. Who the you think you talking to?
I'm talking to you. You ain't putting I'm talking to you.
Oh, man. You ain't put your hands on nobody. You put your hands on my so you don't have a clap. You understand me? That's my son. I understand about your daughter, but that's my son.
Baby better not be pregnant. My baby better not be.
Hey, man. Hey, that's my son you talking about putting your hands on. You gonna have a problem with me.
If my baby pregnant, I promise you, she ain't gonna never know her daddy, because I'm gonna do something to that boy. You hear me?
Man, that's the last time I want to hear you say you gonna do something to my son now. Now, you go sit on down, gather yourself, and relax for a minute. Let me call my son, and I'll get back to you. Because I got
something else I need to tell you.
Well, say it, man. What else you got?
I got something else. Before I go down to that school and get the whooping, I want you to know one thing before I get off this phone.
What is it, man?
Is you listening?
Yeah, I'm listening.
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Mr. Darren, you just got pranked by your son, Darren Jr.
Oh, my goodness. That boy got better sense than that. No, I got high blood pressure. What the hell? Wait, I call his mama and tell her what and done. Wasting my time fooling me.
I gotta ask you, man, what is the baddest? I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land.
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'll tell you what. Come on, give it to me. Get a prank or some. Give the pranker some.
Play too much.
Hey, it was short, but it was lethal. What I
that
do?
Was crazy.
I'm thinking about some celebrities I'm really trying to get.
Who's on the top of your list, too?
Jay-Z. I got to get him.
I was thinking of Beyonce.
Do you?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to come at him with blue ivy out him, because that'll send Jay-Z into something. He ain't ready for that.
You come out about a child, okay? You just
I'm
heard
gonna tell Jay-Z that he done stole some of my lyrics. I think that'll do it.
Oh, okay.
Ghostwriter.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have one for you if you haven't done them already, and I don't think you have. Cedric, the entertainer. He'd be a good. Yeah, you got to prank him.
Okay.
All right,
say
that's
no
a good
more.
one, huh?
Might well do
nephew.
DL too while I'm at it. Okay.
Yes, why not?
King.
Thank you, nephew. Strawberry letter coming up, and the subject is he doesn't do it right. We'll find out what that's all about right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In 2017, Libby Caswell was found dead in a motel room in Independence, Missouri.
We have a term called JDLR, which means just don't look right.
My name is Melissa Jeltsin. I've spent the last year talking to Libby's friends and family, uncovering details of her life and the secrets that may have endangered it.
I knew she was doing something, but she just wouldn't admit it to me at first.
Join me on a journey to uncover what really happened to Libby Caswell.
Everyone deserves to know the truth, and if there was something that was not right, then someone should be held accountable.
I think the law is set up to punish families in this situation.
Libby's case stands out in my mind and keeps me awake at night.
What happened to her is unknown. It's something that I need to know.
Listen to What Happened to Libby Caswell on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Peretti. Do you feel chronic existential dread but love talking about delicious snacks? Call me. My podcast is relaunching. Subscribe and treat yourself to sound effects like this and this.
Have you ever been attacked by a bear?
Yeah.
Yes! And moments like this.
I happened to fall asleep in front of a space heater.
No.
And my whole leg, from my knee down to my foot, burnt until it swelled into a big bubble.
And this.
Kale chips are delicious.
They're too oily when I go.
They shouldn't be soft at all. They should be really crispy.
That's what I said every single time.
You are yelling at me.
And this.
Do you want to go to the Clippers game with me tonight?
Do you have 25 references of mutual friends that can tell me that you're not a murderer?
And this.
Hold on, I gotta open some peanut butter pretzels.
Listen to Call Chelsea Peretti on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Steve, there's a new affiliate alert. Please welcome WYET-FM in South Bend, Indiana. It's the new Mix 102.3, 102.3.
It's in South Bend, Indiana.
South Bend, Indiana. That's right.
I thought y'all said Yeti, Indiana.
That's the name of
WYET.
WYET.
Oh, it's in South Bend.
Yeah.
Oh, that changes things.
You took the wrong highway?
Oh, it wasn't really that. I didn't knew it was, South Bend.
How do we get
now
there
you up there by, you in that little triangle area with Benton Harbor and Gary, Indiana. Now we getting into that little slide right there. I'm going back to Indiana. Indiana, here I come. That's where Jackson 5 from. They still got that house up there.
Yeah.
All right, well, we got to welcome him.
Jackson Street.
Yeah, the new Mix 102.3, Michiana's home for R&B and old school. Welcome to the Steve Harvey family.
Welcome.
All right. Time now for the strawberry letter for today. If you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to steveharveyfm.com and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now.
You never know. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry letter.
Thank you, nephew. Subject, he doesn't do it right. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband behaves like a child when I ask him to do things around the house. He gets home from work and takes his clothes off and leaves them in the floor, then walks around in his boxers till bedtime. If I ask him to pick up his clothes off the floor, he kicks them into his side of the closet and into his side of the closet, and he'll put them on top of the washing machine. He bypasses the hamper to take them all the way to the laundry room by our front door. Same with picking up behind himself in the kitchen. The few times that he helped me out with the dishes, he washed everything and put it in the dishwasher with the dirty dishes that were in there. When I ask him to do it, he doesn't do it right on purpose. Same thing with sex. If I initiate sex and he doesn't want to do it, he won't do it the way he knows I like it. He does it his way, so he won't have to stop watching TV, and it's a turnoff for me. I have switched the TV off on him, and he stopped, turned it back on, and laid down in the bed to finish watching his show. If I did that to him when he wants sex, he'd start a shouting match with me. He and I have had talks about him doing things without me asking him to do them, but he won't take the initiative. He said when I ask him or tell him to do it, it makes him mad. So he does it his way, so I'll shut up. It causes me to do things to myself, and I'm tired of doing all the heavy lifting when I have a spouse that does whatever he wants to do. Why is it such a big problem for him to do things right the first time? Why doesn't it bother him when I ask him to help out around here? Why is he so resistant to me initiating sex? What's wrong with him? Well, I think you said it in the letter. Clearly, he behaves like a child. He's selfish and immature. He doesn't understand or care about the rewards he would get if he put you first and tried to keep you happy. You heard the saying, happy wife, happy life. A mature man gets that. A smart man knows that. He acts like he doesn't even like you. I mean, he would be so crazy as to turn the TV back on during sex after you turned it off during sex. And then he gets mad when you ask him to initiate it sometimes. Such a baby, such a little boy. I'm surprised that you still want to be with him at all, the way he treats you. Why won't he help you, you ask? Because you've let him get away with what he's been doing for so long. He has no incentive to do better. I mean, you got to stop letting him treat you like this. You've got to change it up, or you guys won't make it very long. This doesn't look good. Steve?
I'm just going to tell you right now, top of this letter, y'all ain't going to make it. Y'all ain't going to make it. I've seen this before. This is divorce proceedings as we read. These are what's called divorce proceedings, meaning this is the type of behavior that proceeds a divorce. You all are not together. You ain't trying to be together. There is no compromise here. Everybody in this relationship is unhappy. Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband behaves like a child when I ask him to do things around the house. Now, listen to me. Some of this stuff you wrong about, lady. Some of this stuff. But I can show you how to correct it. But I know y'all ain't going to like this, but I'm just going to tell you. Now watch this right here. He gets home from work and he takes his clothes off and he leaves them on the floor. Then he walks around the house in his boxers to bedtime. That's not childish. That's just a man doing what he want to do. Okay? He just doing what he want to do. He done been in the work clothes all day. He probably don't like his uniform or his job and come home, be free. Or walk around with these boxers on. Now, here's the danger of this letter. You have never said how long y'all been married. I could help you better if I knew that, but ain't nothing wrong with what he just did. If I ask him to pick up his clothes off the floor, he kicks them into his side of the closet, or he'll put them on top of the washing machine. He bypasses the hamper to take them all the way to the laundry room by our front door. Lady, ain't that where they gonna end up? If he put them in the hamper, ain't the hamper gonna eventually go to the laundry room? So what you tripping for right there? But I'm gonna tell you what it is about him. And I was gonna wait till we come back, but I'm gonna give you all a teaser. This is in radio called TSL or TS.
Time spent listening.
Yeah, that's time spent listening.
Hang on, Steve.
This is because you are nagging him. And I will tell you what nagging is when we come back. And I don't care if you don't like it, Shirley.
And you know I don't, Steve. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's Strawberry Letter subject, he doesn't do it right. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is, he doesn't do it right.
Here's a couple that's in, these are called divorce proceedings. And in this letter, it means these are the things that proceed a divorce. This is what happens that leads to divorce. This couple right here, she says he doesn't do it right. Now, let's go quickly. My husband behaves like a child when I ask him to do things around the house. He gets home from work, he takes his clothes off, and he leaves them in the floor. Then he walks around in his boxers to bedtime. Like I said earlier, there's nothing childish about that. He don't like his work uniform. He just want to walk around in his drawers. I got that. If I ask him to pick up his clothes off the floor, he kicks them into his side of the closet, or he'll put them on top of the washing machine. He bypasses the hamper to take them all the way to the laundry room by our front door. What's wrong with that? You tell the man to pick it up, he kick them to the closet. I don't want them kicked in the closet. He picks them up, takes them all the way to the laundry room, put them on top of the washing machine. Now, guess what you mad at? Because he done bypassed the hamper. Well, ain't that where the hamper going? Eventually. That hamper always finds his way to the laundry room. But you know why he not doing it the way you want him to do it and how you want him to do it? Because he, in his mind, you are nagging him. And that's exactly what you're doing. And I will tell you why it's called nagging. Nagging is your timing and your tone. That is what's called nagging, ladies. It's your timing and your tone. He your husband. He ain't your baby. So if you see your man, you know your man take his clothes off every day when he come home from work. You know he like walking around in his drawer. That's what he like to do. Pick your clothes up off the floor. He kick them in the closet. Don't kick your clothes in that closet. He pick them up and take them to the washing machine. What you want? Damn, just let the man kick his clothes off and take them to the washing machine. What difference do it make? but it ain't what you want. Now, that's where you're wrong. The rest of it is on him, though. Same with picking up behind himself in the kitchen. The few times that he helped me out with the dishes, he washed everything. That was good. And then put it in the dishwasher with the dirty dishes that were in there. Okay, he's stupid. Okay. See, I said, see, lady, I'm going to tell you where you're wrong, but he is stupid. He washed everything and put it in the dishwasher with the dirty dishes that were in there. When I ask him to do it, he doesn't do it right on purpose. Because I'm telling you, ma'am, it's the timing and the tone that you are using with this man. And this is his way of rebelling. I promise you, we are simple. This is his way of rebelling. Same thing with sex. If I initiate sex and he don't want to do it, he won't do it the way he know I like it. Well, let's get to women too. Because when y'all give us sex and y'all don't really want to, it ain't the same. We just don't care.
It's attitude.
At all. Yeah, we just don't care. See, that's different. Yeah, see, you ask us for sex and we don't want to have it, and then you come in here and get it. Yeah, I ain't going to do it the way you want to. I told you I ain't want to now. See, now you got attitude. We, on the other hand, if you just give it to us, you ain't got to want to. You ain't got to feel like it. If you just give it to us, we don't care. I know it wasn't your best, but your best is pretty good, though. Yeah. You know, y'all, even if it ain't up to quality, it's still good, though. It's like pizza. It's good in that box in the morning. Yes, Lord. Okay. Same thing with sex. If I initiate the sex, he doesn't want to. He won't do it the way he know I like it. He does it his way. So he won't have to stop watching TV, and it's a turn off to me. I have switched the TV off on him, and he stopped, turned it back on, and laid down in the bed to finish watching his show. See, I told you not now, baby. Hold up, I'm watching something. You make the man have sex. He gonna watch TV while y'all having sex. That's trifling. What? You reach over and turn the TV off. He stopped, turned TV back on, now he lay there. Now you had your little sex. Let me go on back to watching this show. Y'all not gonna make it. Y'all ain't gonna make it. Cause once again, he's stupid. If I did that to him when he wants sex, he start a shouting match with me. He's stupid again. How you gonna holler at the person you trying to have sex with? How you think that's gonna work out for you? Hey baby, let's go and get into something. I don't want to now. The hell you mean you don't want to? Okay. All right. Hey, bruh, if you want to make sure you don't have sex, mess with a woman's mood. Because they have to be in the mood. They not like us. We just have to be in the room. They have to be in the mood. Yeah. See, there's a big difference. It's two double O's in each word, but we have to just be in the room. They had to be in the mood. He said when I ask him and tell him to do it, it makes him mad. You know why it makes him mad? Because he feels like you nagging him. It's your tone and your timing, lady. He tired of you nagging him, and he don't like you no more. End of letter.
Definitely. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. And check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app. Now, coming up at 46 minutes after the hour, you guys can be married but don't live together in the same house. We'll talk about a couple who does just that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. So back in September, comedian and actor Jay Moore married Jeannie Buss. We all know Jeannie Buss because she's the president of the L.A. Lakers. This marriage is interesting because Jeannie and Jay not only don't sleep in the same bed, they don't even live in the same building unit, okay? Jeannie lives on the 3rd floor of the building. Jay lives on the 1st floor. And some random couple lives in between the two of them on the 2nd floor. What? So here's a question. How about you and your partner? Do you spend every moment together whenever you can, as much as you can, or do you, do your best to give each other as much space as possible, as often as possible? And could you, how would you feel about living apart and all of that, but still being married?
They got a lot across the street that's for sale. If I can get that lot that's across the street from here, if I can get that lot and start building on it by 2024, I'm stay across the street from Jack and these kids. I ain't right. I'll tell you straight.
Why do you need that much space?
You are so stupid.
the peacefulness, the time to yourself. Just the...
Oh, they getting on your nerves.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wait, did you
know,
stop?
I know Jackie wants to fly away. You always
get on her nerves. How about that?
I know she wants to go.
She might chip in on the lot.
Yeah. I got the down payment, baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
what about you, Steve?
Yeah, everybody needs me time. Me time is critical in a relationship. Man. You got to have some time to yourself where you don't have to worry about what your spouse is thinking, wanting, or saying. Because I do things when I'm around my boys that I will not do around her. She can't see me.
Of course.
Like this.
Yeah.
She can't see me.
Ladies,
because what I'm fitting to say, you're not going to believe coming out of my mouth. Yeah.
The whole idea of marriage is to be together.
Yeah.
Well, it's overrated.
Is that overrated? Yeah.
But not all the time, though. They're together all the time. Everywhere I go, here you go. No. Like Marjorie now is talking about, she told me yesterday, Steve, I want to take up golf so we can play golf together. I done went up to that golf course and told everybody up there, my wife come up here, your schedule is booked.
Oh, that's cold.
Yeah.
So you want that to be just your thing, not a week?
Yeah, I don't want her on a golf course. No.
Okay.
Too many damn questions.
18 holes with my wife? What?
Hell, golf a hard game. I already can't play. Now I know she can't play. See, how do I? I don't know.
Okay, guys, coming up at the top of the hour, a guy on social media needs some advice, Steve. He's been invited to a wedding, but not to the bachelor party. We'll talk about that right after this. Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In 2017, Libby Caswell was found dead in a motel room in Independence, Missouri.
We have a term called JDLR, which means just don't look right.
My name is Melissa Jeltsin. I've spent the last year talking to Libby's friends and family, uncovering details of her life and the secrets that may have endangered it.
I knew she was doing something, but she just wouldn't admit it to me at first.
Join me on a journey to uncover what really happened to Libby Caswell.
Everyone deserves to know the truth, and if there was something that was not right, then someone should be held accountable.
I think the law is set up to punish families in this situation.
Libby's case stands out in my mind and keeps me awake at night.
What happened to her is unknown. It's something that I need to know.
Listen to What Happened to Libby Caswell on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Peretti. Do you feel chronic existential dread but love talking about delicious snacks? Call me. My podcast is relaunching. Subscribe and treat yourself to sound effects like this and this.
Have you ever been attacked by a bear?
Yeah.
Yes! And moments like this.
I happened to fall asleep in front of a space heater.
No.
And my whole leg, from my knee down to my foot, burnt until it swelled into a big bubble.
And this.
Kale chips are delicious.
They're too oily when I go.
They shouldn't be soft at all. They should be really crispy.
That's what I said every single time.
You are yelling at me.
And this.
Do you want to go to the Clippers game with me tonight?
Do you have 25 references of mutual friends that can tell me that you're not a murderer?
And this.
Hold on, I gotta open some peanut butter pretzels.
Listen to Call Chelsea Peretti on Will Ferrell's Big Money Players Network on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
All right, so Steve, Eddie on Steve Harvey FM writes, I was invited to a good friend's wedding, but I'm not invited to the bachelor party. It seems to include a lot of mutual friends, and I'm kind of mad and hurt about this. Uncle Steve and Morning Crew, I want to participate in all the bachelor party festivities with special guests. Cinnamon, Glitter, Olympia, and Nim, if you know what I mean. Should I bring this up with the groom or just let it go and focus on the wedding?
Well, see, Eddie, you got to figure out now. You know, everybody got some friends that they can do this with. Everybody got some friends where they don't do that with them. I have it's certain people, man, like my boy Radcliffe. He a minister. Ain't no need of him seeing all this. He can't.
The baby don't need to be seeing this.
No, Rat don't need to see that. That ain't gonna work out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And what it is, Eddie, is just something about you, something in your character that does not fit into what they planning for the bachelor party. And you got to be honest with yourself. Maybe they're trying to spare you from it. Like Eddie didn't say what he did, you know. Or Eddie, maybe you one of them dudes where you tell your wife everything and they know it. So they got to keep Eddie away from this here.
Right.
You know. So Eddie, you got to... It's a flaw in you, Eddie. You got to recognize what it is. It's not that they don't like you, man. Maybe they're trying to protect you because they know how you are. You know.
Oh, poor
That
Eddie.
ain't what it is. They don't want Eddie ass around. You was right the first time. They don't want Eddie ass around. That's it.
Yeah, I know. And that's what it is. Eddie, you can't touch the dancers. Now, Eddie not going to.
Eddie's not cool like that.
No. Eddie grabbing people, touching people. Now it's a lawsuit. See, Eddie, we told you can't touch these dancers.
What are their
He
names
saw you at the
again,
strip club.
Their names are Cinnamon, which is your stripper name, Glitter, which was mine, Olympia and them. Olympia,
she worldwide, baby.
Yeah.
Worldwide. Keyword wide. Oh, I know when they call you Olympia, I know what's happening then.
Woo,
coming to the stage.
Yes.
Olympia.
All right. So that's what it is. All right. I think we have time for another one, Steve. Ashley on Facebook says, my neighbor lets her cat roam around the neighborhood. The cat is sweet and friendly, but it often comes into my yard, digs up plants in my garden, and leaves unwanted gifts behind. I've spoken to them politely about it, but nothing's changed. How would you suggest I handle this without damaging my relationship with my neighbor?
Get a pit bull.
Yeah, I think that would help. That would do it.
Our ass over here again. Scratch up some more yard and watch this here. Come on.
Yeah, that would do it.
No, let's get you a pit bull. I don't want to, you know, and it not to hurt the cat, but now the cat see the pit bull, he ain't going over there. Any other suggestion to be detrimental to the cat's health? You know, you can't put no spray out or nothing like that. You know, kill the cat or nothing like that. It ain't worth it. You know.
Okay.
But a pit bull,
the pit bull will discourage the cat.
What about one of those cane corsos?
You ain't got to go that big. Tommy want a cane corso. What you want to do? Ride him? Hell, you finna do that.
Oh, we pimp pop tinging this morning. Okay.
You shouldn't have been that big ass dog, man. I can't pull that dog off.
We pimp pop tinging this morning. Okay, I wasn't ready for it.
Going down the neighborhood.
Neither was I, Tommy.
I wasn't ready for it. That's all right. I'm going to get ready.
You going to get it back, Tommy.
Tommy done bought a cane corso. Is that a saddle on that damn dog?
Is that a what?
A saddle.
Saddle.
The hell is Tommy riding this damn dog? Hey, dog, them
Those
some big
are
ass
some
dogs.
big dogs.
No, I'm scared of them. I wish I had a picture, man.
So, Tommy, you thinking about really getting one of those dogs? They're big.
My wife ain't going to let me get that dog. My wife ain't going to let me get that dog.
Oh, cool. You ain't getting one then. We can stop this right now.
No, my wife.
But aren't they gentle, though? Like, they're great with kids?
Oh, they're great protection.
Hell no, they ain't gentle.
Okay. All right. We'll have more on the Steve Harvey Morning Show coming up at 20 minutes after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Research from the National Retail Federation reveals that Americans expect to spend an average of $875 on holiday gifts, decorations, food, and other seasonal items. Overall, holiday spending is expected to reach record levels in November and December. And the most popular gift is still gift cards, with 55% of shoppers saying they'd like to get them this year, followed by clothes and accessories, books, video games, or other media, and personal care or beauty items. So here's a question for you guys. Do you have a budget for holiday spending, and do you actually stick to it if you do?
I wish it was $875. I wish it was that.
Please, Lord.
Boy.
You wish that was your budget.
I wish that was mine.
Yeah, I stick to my budget.
Do you? Is your
Yeah.
budget $875 or more? More. I know
it's
you
a little
more.
bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I go over every year because I make sure I get my wife everything I think she wanted most. I go way overboard.
Yeah. But, it's just, you got to cut back on buying for everybody.
I can't do that.
You can't do what? Budget?
Get my wife everything she want and more. No, we're not finna do that.
What?
No, we're not finna do that. You're gonna get
But we
something.
in two different worlds, though.
No, we're in the same world. You sitting up here getting everything she want and more. Yeah, you crazy. Sit down and talk to her so you can find out what that really is.
Coming up in 33 minutes after the hour. We'll play another round of Would You Rather right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
It is time now for a round of Would You Rather. Would you rather do a Christmas shopping in advance, or would you rather shop at the last minute? You know, that last minute New Year's Eve, Christmas Eve shopping.
If you do that, you're going to end up giving somebody something that didn't have a lot of thought behind it. Mm-hmm. Especially if the person is important to you.
Okay.
I'm strongly suggesting, fellas, that right after Thanksgiving, you start purchasing that gift.
Okay, Black Friday.
I like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, don't do
Will
it on
we
Black
ever-
Friday, cause.
Why?
Go ahead.
Will we ever go through a Christmas and just not do all these gifts and it's just just
you
enjoy
can try
the
that if
season?
you want
For
to.
what?
Yeah, go ahead. You could try that, but let me tell you something. You
It's
can
the
enjoy
season
that
of giving.
You can enjoy that season if you want to, but you ain't going to enjoy nothing else.
The following year is going to be tough.
All right. Would you rather go?
Go ahead. Sean.
Oh, would you rather go for a Christmas lights drive, go drive around and see all the Christmas lights, or would you rather go to a church Christmas play with a live nativity scene?
I'd rather drive.
I done been in 10 of them. I don't want to do that.
Did you play Jesus?
I done played Jesus. I done played the Wise Man. I done played one of them camels.
Wait, hold on. What, Steve?
Yeah, he was baby Jesus. He was the only grown up they could find that could lay still that long.
Shut up, boy. Shut up.
They swallowed him, put his little ass
They
over there.
swaddled him.
Yeah, laid him down in that hay. Tommy over there went to sleep. Oh, that baby's so gentle, he sleeps.
Swaddled him.
Swaddled.
Yeah.
All right. Would you rather eat at the kids' table? Would you rather eat at the kids' table or the adult table?
Who was you talking to, sir?
Who do you think I'm talking to?
I'm a grown man. I don't eat at no kids'
Well,
table.
you're the only one who can fit at the kid table.
I can't fit at the kids' table.
What's the attitude about?
I can't fit at that damn table. So but why you getting mad at Shirley?
Yeah, what's the tone? What's that?
Because he was swaddled in the other place.
I was not swaddled.
All these Christmas
You
things
thought it was
about
a
him.
dig at you.
He Jesus in the grass, and now he over there at the little kid table. Rough ass, would you rather?
You an ugly ass wise man. Shut up.
We have it 49 minutes after the hour. That is today's round of Would You Rather.
I'd rather be the ugly ass wise man than the little ugly ass baby.
Our last break of the
baby.
day
I
is
was a
coming up,
sexy
and
baby.
closing remarks with the one and only Steve Harvey right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys, here we are, our last break of the day on this Tuesday. It was a good day. Good day today.
Yeah.
And we have to say, welcome to the Steve Harvey family, to our brand new affiliate, WYET-FM in South Bend, Indiana, Steve. How do you know about South Bend, Indiana? It's the new mix.
Go ahead.
The new mix, 102.3 Michiana's home for R&B and old school.
Nice.
And what were you saying?
Welcome.
So we got Indiana kind of has a special place in my heart a little bit because it was my very first road gig ever out of Cleveland.
Oh really?
I had come down 71 South to Columbus, Ohio, and got on 70 West and drove.
Why
to
do we need to know how you got
GPS?
In case y'all get lost, y'all need to know these things.
We have GPS.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it wasn't none back then.
It sure wasn't. You're right about
Do you
that.
know, can I tell you another fact? I have never, ever used GPS on my car. Ever.
Really?
So you know where you're going every single time you get in a car.
There's no way I'm getting in my car and I don't know where I'm going. It is no way. That's impossible.
There's never been a new location of some place, a business or something that you.
I got to know where I'm going. I can't sit up here and read this screen and you left turn. No, I have to know where I'm going. I can't do that.
So,
what do you scope it out?
Yeah,
what
do you do?
Well, I don't know. Well, first of all, I got a driver, so
that's it.
Okay, rich people problem.
No, but I'm just saying, when I do drive, I never use GPS because I have to know where I'm going. That's okay. It's just an old way of doing stuff. I can't get that out of my head. It's like I don't go nowhere without cash. My kids be talking, Dad.
You don't need to say that.
Well, it don't matter. What you finna do?
You have bodyguards.
But dog, I have people who are paid to hurt you. You don't want to do this to me. Just stop.
Okay.
You know? I don't want no problems, but then I don't want to have them.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, back to your Indiana story.
Anyway, so I drove to Bloomington, Indiana. It was my first gig ever on the road. I left home, no iron. I didn't know how to think it through. And I get to the hotel that the agent told me I was staying in, which was a Red Roof Inn. I went up to the counter, and the counter said, your roommate is already in the room. So I said, okay, I didn't roommate, but I ain't, I can't argue. This is my first gig. I figured this how it go. So I go up there and knock on the door. A black dude opened the door, and it's J. Anthony Brown.
What?
And I said, hey, man, how you doing? I said, my name's Steve Harvey. He said, yeah, what's up, man? I said, I'm your roommate. Now, as soon as he opened the door, I noticed there's 2 beds in there, but it's stuff all over every bed. It was a long cord across the room. It was a sewing machine in there. I said, what is this? I said, hey, man, I'm your roommate. He said, oh, no. I don't do roommates, man. I don't do roommates. I'm a headliner. I don't do roommates. I said, well, bro, I don't know what to tell you, but the dude told me that I have a roommate and you here. So he said, nah, man, you got to get your own room. I said, hey, bro, that can't happen. I ain't got no money. J. Anthony Brown reached in his pocket, gave me $30. He said, hey, man, go downstairs and get yourself a room, and don't let these white folks tell you got a roommate no more. Learn that. I said, okay, bro. I ain't know nothing. So I went downstairs now, got my own room, and I'm up there, and it's getting close to showtime. And I got about 3 hours, and I started pulling my stuff out of my bag. All my clothes is wrinkled. And I remember I'm in this dude's room. I saw an ironing board, sewing machine. So I went back up there and knocked on the door. He said, hey, man, what's happening? I told you I don't do roommates. I said, hey, man, come up here. I got the room. I said, but can I borrow your iron? I said, because I ain't got no iron. He said, hey, little man, how you out here on the road, you ain't got no iron? I said, okay, but I normally didn't let nobody talk to me like that, but I saw this dude was more advanced in the game than me, so I took it. And he said, man, I'll let you use it.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.